Hey, Chris.
Hi, thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Hello.
Nice meeting you too.
Nice meeting you too.
So, Megan or Nate, I don't know which one of you should answer the first two questions. So, if you choose amongst yourselves,
Here we
what
go.
was your inspiration for creating School Spirit?
You got this.
Me? All
Yeah.
right, all right. Well, Chris, it came from kind of a dark place. I'll be honest with you. About 10 years ago, Megan and I had left college. We were out in the world. We were going off on our own lives in big cities. And our father, who's always struggled with alcoholism, became very ill. And our family kind of lost everything. And so Megan and I found ourselves moving back to our hometown in the Midwest and back into our parents' house where we were pretty unsure of what the future held. And so we were there for a number of years, and we knew that writing was a place where we found our creative, energy was best used. And there was a point where I think one of us turned together and said, I just feel dead inside. I just feel so like I am outside of my own life looking in. And that was the seed for this story where we realized we wanted to talk about a character who found herself at the bottom of the well and had to figure out how best she could get out of it. Looking back at her life, looking at everything around her, and how she could recover and heal. So for us, that was the genesis of School Spirits.
And it was very healing to work on it, to write it. It was a great way for us to sort of spend time together and work together and become closer as brother and sister, but it was also just helpful to get it out on the page. And we definitely have always kind of felt that way about young adult content. Watching it has been a way that we've gotten through difficult situations. So we hope we can put just a little bit of that magic into the world too.
Well, it's beautiful. And Oliver, the story is so many things at once. It's emotional, funny, charming, it has a great mystery. How do you keep all those balls in the air as a showrunner?
You have to, because honestly, you want to defy expectation. You want to subvert. You don't want people to know I can fall asleep now. I'll wake up in 12 minutes. I know exactly what happened. You really want to make an audience have to lean in, and I think at least the people I've learned from in this business. And it doesn't mean sensationalism. It doesn't mean shock value. It means character development where there's a moment that I didn't see that coming. I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know I would love these two this much. I didn't know I'd want this person to confess their love to this person. I didn't know this relationship would turn into this. I think that we feel when we watch something, I mean, we see a lot of content. We feel like oh, I know what this is. It's easy to dismiss. I get it. I know where they're going. And I think it's important as, a writer and running a writer's room that we go, no, you don't. Maybe you don't know where this is going, or maybe this is going to surprise you. And characters you thought you wouldn't like, you absolutely adore. That's exciting for me as a writer, in the room.
It's exciting for us as viewers as well. It makes all the difference.
Right.
Megan, how would you say that um, how would you say that Maddie's modern day sensibilities set her apart from the other spirits, and why she kind of sets things on end when she gets to the, we'll call it the afterlife for now?
I think that I don't know if this is a product of her time or a product of her personality, but I think she is a lot less willing than the other ghost students to accept what's they're told. I think she's questioning sort of the methods of how to recover from trauma or how to move forward in a difficult situation, of sort of like acceptance and setting it aside and moving on. She's pushing back against that. And that's, I think, what makes her really unique and what makes all of these other students in the afterlife start to say, wait, what if I do look back at what happened to me? What if I do look back at my life? Will that help me feel better about what happened to me? Will it help me move forward? Will it help me cross over? Because they don't really even know what that is or how to do it or what it means at this point. So I do think she has a distinctly, she has a willingness to question and to push back against whatever authority is in place that maybe some of the other ghosts don't. I also think that she is just a character who has a lot of walls up, and I think that is something you can say of teenagers in any era, but I think that it does make her also a bit of an upset to the dynamic when she doesn't want to let anybody in. She's in this group of people who are trying to have, they want to be a part of her life. They want to help her, and she really doesn't want to let them. And that's obviously going to be a part of her journey, is exploring that through the series. But I think that that's something that we all kind of feel right now after 2 years in quarantine. We're all a little bit more guarded. We all have a little bit more trouble letting people in. And I do think it is really specific to this moment in time.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for people to see it.
Oh,
Sure.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Carissa.
Bye-bye.
Bye.